Hello and welcome to OCN, your online couch network news. I am your lead anchor, Matthew Wright, and tonight we have a humdinger of a show for you. On tonight's broadcast, Nazis in our bathrooms and fat on our hips. But first, a word from our sponsors. Who's the sponsor this week? Rainbow's End? Could you imagine you followed a rainbow all the way to the end and wound up in South Auckland? Wow, what a wonderland! Out there in Mangaree or Mangaree as the French would say. Instead of a leprechaun with a pot of gold, there's an 8-year-old smoking some pot. The only frightening thing about that old Fairfall is that when you get to the top you can see someone pinching your car from the car park. Fact, it's the only roller coaster in the world where people scream on the flat part. Oh, we're back. Okay. Leading tonight's news, BNZ's Canterbury Regional Manager, Christina Gardner, has been labelled the soap Nazis by employees. Gardner suggested that each employee have their own bottle of hand sanitizer at their desk and a warden to go around checking if the bottles had been used. In this reporter's opinion, an employer demanding that their staff wash their hands is the most appropriate and effective use of the comparison to Nazi Germany he has ever heard. Not over the top at all. The two things are basically exactly the same. In Well Done news, Australian researcher Andrew Marcus has conducted a study which found that Australians are racist. Other people who have conducted similar studies are any coloured person in Australia ever. Next, to entertainment reporter Matt Wright with all the goss from Tinseltown. Take it away, Matt. I will, Matthew. Matt Wright here for your entertainment needs. This week, a huge story has emerged. A list of Lindsay Lohan celebrity lovers has been published by US mag In Touch. The magazine has been publishing a few copies every week in order to sell more copies, but little do they know that the old OCN has got their hands on the list as well. And here they come, people. Maestro, drop a beat. Benicio del Toro, Zac Efron, Adam Levine and Lucas Haas, Joaquin Phoenix, Justin Timberlake, Colin Farrell, James Franco, Heath Ledger, Evan Peters, Ashton Kutcher, Orlando Bloom. Yeah. Oh, Lindsay, you're doing your thing, girl. Get it. Woody Woodpecker, Al Capone, Denver the Dinosaur, and Sharon Stone. I'm out, son. Back to you in the studio, Matthew. Thanks for that interesting story, Matt. New Zealand has faced many dilemmas in its history, the latest being the growing size of the nation's stomachs. Here to offer a solution to our obesity problem is world-famous nutritionist Matteo Raitelli, live from Italy. Take it away, Matteo.
Thank you, Matthew. I am a famous Italian nutritionist, Matteo Raitelli, and I am here to help New Zealand with a fatty problem. Tonight I'll show you how to make a healthy shake, which I call the all-day blender, because you put everything into the blender you're gonna eat all day and you're gonna drink it in one go. Let's get started at cooking. Bellissimo! First we start with the breakfast, a mushroom omelette. Here goes the egg. And now the mushrooms. For lunch, I feel like a ham sandwich. I'm going to put in the ham, and now I break up the bread so the blender can blend it easier. For dinner, because I am Italiano, I have the pasta. And also, because I am Italiano, I have the garlic and the onion. And for dessert, everybody's favorite ice cream. Now I'm going to add the salt and the pepper for seasoning. You must always add the salt and the pepper for the seasoning. The more I put in, the better she's a-looking. Now, again, because I am from Italy, I must put in the red wine. Red wine is my favorite. And there, she's done. I wish you could smell this at home. I'm gonna give a taste to you. This is going to be a deliciato. It looks just like my Nona's family recipe done right. Bottoms up. Bravo, bravissimo. That is how we'll save you from getting that fatty fat. Back to you, Matthew.
That sure did look delicious, Metalio. In this week's viewer poll, TK from Shortland Street. Hot or not? Wow, that's an astounding hot. That's it from the OCN team. Remember to wash behind your ears. On behalf of the OCN team, my name's Matthew Wright. Good night. Smell my fingers for me.